How's everybody? Oh, dude, we got I was getting work. It's my AirPod case.
Oh.
My AirPod case to make it look like it's a pager. You guys know AirPods, as soon as they hit the ground, there's an eject button where your AirPods just fly out. You guys notice that?
Yeah.
I was in line at the airport and it dropped me, and then I get out of line and it was crazy. So I was like, I'm going to get a case, and I saw one that looks like a pager. You guys ever seen these?
Yeah.
You guys know what these are? Yes, some of us know what these are.
Yeah.
These are cool. Well, guys, I'm so grateful you guys are here because I know that there was a lot of traffic coming here as well, right? But you guys made it. You guys are here. So what we want to do is we want to start off like we always do, Paige, with gratitudes and shout-outs. Yes. This is a time where, look, I believe in gratitude, where we want to share something with the group. I want to hear just from you guys. What are you guys grateful for? And also shout someone out that someone in your life, someone in this room, or outside of this room, and you would just give a quick shout out to. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yes.
I'm going to shout out Christiana. She had her very first closing.
Woo!
Some challenges, she navigated it very well, asked a lot of great questions, and we're just really excited for you.
Awesome. And Christiana, when did you get your license?
January.
She got her license, and she's also a student, full-time student. There's actually another agent that I've been talking to. I was like, I hope it's okay using you as an example. Because she's a college student. I'm like, well, we have a college student right now. She's closing on her first escrow, and you already now have closed, so congrats on that. Awesome. Good job. Anything you want to share about that?
I think it was a really good experience. I think I learned a lot, within the process too, and through the challenges, got through it. We all worked together, and it was a really good experience, and I'm excited for the next. So yeah.
I love those words.
Yeah.
Those are good. Excited for the next one. Good. There's going to be many next ones. Good. Good job on that. Who else? Who has a gratitude or shout out to share? Well, I'll share this. I'm grateful for it, but I also want to shout out Keon. Keon works with one of our agents, Uni Mayish. Some of you guys know Uni. She's out on our Manhattan Beach location. She has an office there. Keon, I'm just so grateful for him because she keeps telling me how grateful she is for you. I mean, she literally tells me at every chance that she gets, Keon, this is her. Keon is wonderful.
Is he the guy behind the AI editing and hold on?
That's my shout.
Yeah.
But and here's a great thing about Keon's a go-getter. You know how he was hired by one of our agents to be to help her with marketing and as her assistant. Keon, how did you get that job? Well, what did you do? This is really impressive.
I stopped by her office randomly and gave her my resume. Just walked and stopped by while she was just exiting. Yeah.
So you just stop. I want to give you my resume.
I just gave her my resume and she said, I'll think about it. And I was pretty much hired on the spot.
Nice.
How did you? Right now I want him. Oh, it's a big area. How did you just walk in at all?
There was an expired job posting for, I think, the next door. And I didn't know she was in real estate office too. I was just walking out. And I was like, are you looking? And she said, maybe. And then I gave her my resume and she was on board.
And we have the joke that everybody that interviews with her, they have to fix the printer.
Yeah, that was my first test.
I think you did a good job of that. Good. All right, so let's give Keon a hand. Anybody else? Any other gratitudes or shout outs? Keon.
I do have a shout out for grants. We've been, Uni just launched her own group and website, UMRG, Uni Mayish Real Estate Group in Manhattan Beach, and Grants is so tech savvy. He started up the website for her, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, and helped her along. Good. Well, guys, look, Grant is here to help us with tools. Don't forget, he also helps with title. He's not our AI instructor, he's not our command instructor, he's our title guy, and he does a really good job with it. So don't forget, Luna, title team, but they also bring so much value in other ways too as well. So awesome, Grant, thank you very much. All right, we're going to talk about some new listings. We have a lease listing in RPV by Alicia, $6,700 per month. That one, Steven's got a 3.5 million on 2420 Riverdale, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath. Cindy, is there anything you can share on this one?
Oh, sure. So this property just went on the market. We held it open last weekend. It sits on almost 3/4 of an acre, so the lot is really lovely, and there's a nice large area where you can add an EDU or a pool and a cabana. It's a must-see. Stephen will be there today from 11 to 2.
11 to 2. So, for those of you guys, right after the team meeting, we're doing a quick class, and then we're going to do some broker tours, so 11 to 2 o'clock. It looks great, looks great. I'll definitely go.
It's off of PV Drive South and Forest Hill, so right above Trump.
At 9031? Zip code?
Maybe the
No, it's 90275. Oh, that's not even Riverdale. That is Aqua Vista.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the wrong picture.
It's the right picture,
Right.
wrong address.
Oh, wrong ad. It's okay. We'll fix that in our email. We'll send it out. And is it on the broker tour list?
It
Be on
should
there.
be. Stephen will
Okay.
be there today.
Got it. All right, we'll go ahead and head out there. Karen's got one, 979K in Carson, 333 West Nielsen, 5-bedroom, 3-bath. They're probably out getting another listing. That's why they're not here. But they were just here last night. Michelle's got a lease listing in Long Beach, 21016 in South Alameda. Looks almost like it's a commercial building, industrial building. Lauren's got a condo for sale in Rolling Hills, 510K, 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So nice, cute little 659 square foot condo.
Yeah.
Closings. Adrian closed one, 2.09 million in Los Angeles, Cloverdale. I think that's probably towards the Hancock Park, Melrose area. Alicia closed a lease listing in Carson, 4,500. Laura closed a listing in Signal Hill, 762K. And here we go, what? Christiana and Daniel closing in Highland, 764 with Promenade Escrow. Shout out to Christiana. Give her another hand, why not? And Daniel as well too for helping her. Ashley Soto closed Lakewood, 540. Amy closed a lease listing in Rolling Hills for 11,000. Karen and Lee with another closing on RPV, 1.3 million. That's great. Karen and Lee again, another listing in Hyde Park for 550. John and Brendan closed a lease listing, 2,200. Brendan, you brought the buyer or the tenant on this one?
He was a lead through an online listing, and we had a public viewing last Saturday, and so
And wrapped it up?
and made it happen.
Awesome. Hey, let's give Brendan a hand. Nice work. Nice work. By the way, Brendan, you show up pretty much every morning.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to be here with a bunch of people that are ingrained in the business, and your class Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with dialogue at 8:30 is a great way to start it off.
Great, thank you. And I told this to agents all the time. They said, well, give me, the top things that I need to be doing to be successful as an agent. One of those things is showing up. Show up. You show up, things will undoubtedly happen. So great job on that. Rod closed a lease listing in Torrance for $3,600. Brooke closed a lease listing in Hawthorne for $23.99. A lot of pictures of backyards. For a closed volume of the last 7 days, 6.3 million. Great job, guys. Great job. All right, needs and wants. This is time where we can share anything that we're looking for our buyers. You can even throw out any off-market, anything that you have coming soon. Anybody have any needs and wants? Buyer needs, seller needs. Nobody? Rocio.
Okay, so we have a buyer that he's looking up to 1.8, 1.9 around the Palos Verdes schools. More than 3 bedrooms with a pool.
Okay, you guys got that?
Yeah.
Maureen has one.
Well, I'm signing it tomorrow, so I'm kind of going on it.
But if anybody else has anything else, please let me know.
When I
Okay.
sign it tomorrow, I'll talk about it.
Maureen will talk about it next because she doesn't want to jinx it. But she is going to get it
Oh,
signed.
yeah, no.
We know it,
definitely,
we know it.
Definitely.
Yes, if we say it, it's gonna happen. All right, what else? Anybody else? Any other buyer needs? Any other listings coming up? Yes, Betty?
Stephen and I have a new listing coming up, but we're not quite ready to show. It's in Rolling Hills.
Okay.
If you want to know if you have any buyer, just contact us.
Okay, any other details about it?
It's a nice home.
Oh, that's it, there you go, that's
Is
working.
there a view? Yes.
Oh.
That's why we're cleaning up
Yeah.
the tree and then
Okay,
to
Good.
get a view.
East side or middle or west?
Very convenient side.
any,
Not the other gate, I mean.
Portuguese
main
Bend,
gate. Huh?
Rolling Hills Road,
Yeah,
center, yeah.
yeah, Maureen, we can talk.
Yeah.
But
Anybody
it's
else?
It's not like Eastfield,
Yeah,
I mean Eastfield,
right, I see.
yeah.
all right, anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yes, Brendan?
I'll be at John's listing Sunday at 33 New Bullet Court for open house. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath at $3,450,000.
Okay.
It's got great views of Terranea and Catalina and the ocean. But I'll be there Sunday afternoon, 1 to 4 for open house.
Nice, nice. All right, cool. Anybody else? Can I share one? I'll share one. I have a listing that's probably gonna come on the market in a few weeks. I hope it's a triplex. Can be delivered totally vacant in the East LA Boyle Heights area, under $1 million. Rent probably, pro forma rent, probably total will be $7,000 a month. It's good, it'll be good, so keep an eye out for that, I'll share it with you guys for any of your investors. All right, we got our wonderful Benny coming up with market updates. Let's give him a hand.
Your triplex, by the way, is it turnkey or it needs to be remodeled?
Oh no, it's pretty turnkey. He bought it 3 years ago and renovated the whole place. That's pretty good. There was actually, we walked under the foundation. I don't know if you guys like on my social media. We walked under the building. There's a raised foundation. You can actually stand. There was a homeless guy living there when he bought it. Got him out. He doesn't come with the property. He was building rooms.
Oh, I saw the video.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to ask you if that's the one, yeah.
That's so he was literally
Yeah, it
building
looked
rooms
good. It looked really
underneath.
clean.
Oh, he cleaned it up. He's a very smart investor. He cleaned up the whole place, right? Yeah, put in air conditioning in each unit, everything. It's good.
The reason I was asking this question because sometimes when you get access to off-market or before it hits the market, right? Those usually can be very good opportunities, and if you have people that you're working with, possible buyers, investors, that's where you can pick up the phone and say, hey, I have something that is not on the market yet. Are you interested? Right? It's just even a reason to call someone and have a conversation. And clearly you're going to have direct access, right? If you know the listing agent.
Yep.
And, he's okay. So he's going to work with you.
Yes.
Let's see what we have, how the market in this area behaved right the last month. This is medium price. It's a mix of single family condos and townhomes, different markets. So we're going to see what we have. This is again as of March this year compared to March of last year. So we're going to start with PV Estates. This one shows you overall activity. As you can see that sold activity or sold volume last month in Palos Verdes Estates was about 27 million, which is a 28% decrease compared to March of last year. Right? March of last year was just shy of 38 million. And last month closed 27 million, right? The available inventory currently is just under 300 million available real estate in PV Estates, right over here. 10 units sold, 10 homes sold, which is, again, it's about 16% drop, 12 homes sold in March of last year. Always sounds more dramatic in percentages, by the way, right? it's increase or decrease, but we, you know, it's good to understand the trends because it's all about conversions as well. And currently or as of March, more accurately, there are about 60 properties available for sale. Okay, so it's we're gonna see the inventory in a second, but it looks like a fairly, you know, reasonable market. Not extremely highly performing, right? But we know that it's a more of a linear market. Anybody sold here recently, the last few months in big estates? You guys know? Steve? Nothing? Nothing? No? Okay. So that was the overall activity. Inventory, 2 months. 2 months inventory, very lean, right? What's the most optimal, perfect months of inventory?
6 months.
6 months, even 5 is great, right, under those circumstances. March of last year, it was twice as much, it was about 4 months supply, right? So very lean month of March. And if you look across for the last 12 months, it's actually the leanest month that we experienced the last 12 months, inventory-wise, okay? We mentioned the other factors earlier, and second. So that was Palos Verdes Estates, Rolling Hills. Overall activity last month, 15.6 million sold, which is an increase of 37%, right? Compared to, again, March of last year, which was about 11.5 million sold. There's currently, and that was 9 homes, or 9 units that sold last month. There's 74, almost a billion volume of inventory available currently, which represent about 43 homes, 43 units. Right? That's as of March of this past March. We're gonna see the units, inventory, 4 months, which is a slight decrease from last May, but it's last March, but it's pretty much the same, kind of break even. If you made, there's an increase from February of this year, pretty much on par with January, so it's maybe somewhat consistent the last few months average. 4 months, that's not bad at all. As I mentioned, 43 units currently available in inventory, about 74 million total volume. That's Rolling Hills Estates. Rolling Hills, overall activity, there's no sold volume reported. There is 100 million almost available inventory currently, but 16 units available. We know it's a very lean market. Supplies, 15 months supply, it's just a different price point, right? 15 months of inventory, which represent to almost 30% decrease with that number as well, right? Well, I guess maybe it's a good thing in a way, but it's, you know, very unusual bubble, right? In Rolling Hills. Everybody knows what the average right now, if you take in kind of Greater LA months of inventory, everybody can guess. Not anomaly like those with bubbles, but it's a very unique market. How many months of inventory on average? Everybody knows? 3. Title, you can probably guess something, no? 3? About that? 5. 3.5. 3.5. Right, that's the average. Which it's not, you know, optimal, but it's not bad relatively. Okay, and again, it's varies by different markets. Rolling Hills, Rancho Palos Verdes, RPV. Overall activity, 43 million sold last March, and that was 23 units. The volume sold is almost like last year, 41 million. There's currently 108 to 107 available units, again, as of March, as of last month, which is 327 million. It's a lot of healthy inventory in RPV. Well, that's a great market. It's been a great market for a few years. Inventory, just under 3 months inventory. pretty big drop from March of last year. Was almost 5 months inventory. That was a pretty healthy market. I remember 24, 25, RPV was just non-stop. Still, it's not slowing down. I mean, as you can see earlier, as I mentioned, there's a overall healthy inventory, but it's definitely moving slightly slower. I'm going to hear from our lender or title afterwards. Maybe you can hear some insights about that. RPV, Peninsula, 6.8 million sold, which is only three homes, right? Almost 11 million available inventory currently, which is four properties, and there's not even enough, average number of months of supply, basically.
Too small sample.
Yeah, too small. Right? You can see kind of it's very inconsistent, technically. It's a very niche market. Pedro, 34 million sold last month, 34 million, which was 42 units. Pretty much very similar to RPV, in a way, the stats for March. And currently there is a 252 million volume available for sale, which is 245 units. Right, lower price point, clearly, but there's a lot of activity over there, right? Inventory in Pedro, 3 months, which is a slight decrease, came down from 4 months compared to March of last year. It's very stable though, as you can see. Probably the average would be about 3 months, right? 3 point something, which kind of represent overall behavior of Greater LA in a way. We mentioned 245 units available currently and 252 million of volume. Again, so a lot of good inventory in Pedro. Torrance, 92 million volume sold last month compared to 85, March of last year. So that's a slight increase. 86 homes or units sold, which is another increase in Torrance. So clearly, this is like bless you. This is a market that is picking up. Slightly different price point, and 447 million volume available currently. 390 units. Right, there's a lot of inventory sitting right now in Torrance. 2.3 months of inventory. Slight drop, almost the same last May. Bless you. I think it's the last one. Redondo Beach, 127 million sold, which is a slight increase compared to March of last year. 65 units. That's a pretty big number for Redondo. And currently there are 238 available units for sale. It's another great market to tap into if you're not working this area. 430 million volume for sale, 2.5 months of inventory, pretty steady. That's probably the average is about 2.8 months, call it 3 months of inventory. Same thing, lean, but consistent. Similar to Greater LA, similar to RPV, similar to Pedro. Okay? So those are somewhat of a predictable markets in a way. If you work it consistently, it's a numbers game. So we have some teams or individuals that work in those markets and they can somewhat predict their annual units. Hermosa Beach, thanks for adding more markets. Hermosa Beach, 43 million sold last March. Slight decrease compared to March of last year, 45 million. And that was 20 units, mostly single families. And there is currently 272 million available volume in Hermosa Beach, 74 homes available. 3.5 months of inventory. Again, pretty consistent with how the market behaves. In Manhattan Beach, 157 million sold last month. That's 28 almost 30% increase compared to March of last year. 40 homes sold. There's currently 114 available units, and 564 million volume available for sale. It's big numbers. There's a lot of business out there. That's for sure. Months of inventory, 1.8 months.
Oh,
Very, very lean. Which look at the drop from March of last year. 4.3 months, and there's a little decrease. Somewhat of a slowdown over there in that price point. Very consistent, okay? At least the last, I would say, couple of months. That's it on the numbers end. So, yeah, do you guys feel that behavior out there? I mean, does it feel leaner, slower? I mean, title for sure. By the way, the best source to ask is usually title, because they'll tell you like this is all pulled from title as well, right? I'm not sure what resource they're pulling from. We're using Broker Metrics. What, are you guys feeling the same way?
Definitely. I guess we're also positioned nicely where we work San Pedro and then also like PV and beach areas, and we see that as well. We're like those San Pedro areas where we have those lower price points and there's more activity that's happening there. Our agents are able to get more transactions in those areas like San Pedro, and definitely seeing it in those higher price points where like we open the orders, the title orders early, and maybe they take some time to sell too, or there's just not as many of them coming up. So definitely see that.
And another reason to really understand markets. Look, if you're a niche agent, right? You work in a specific areas. I mean, we have some of the best agents in our office here, and you only focus on those areas. Great. Sometimes the seller will tell you, hey, can you sell my property over here? Or buyer helping to work over there? Not a problem. But if you're more of a have flexibility, right? If you're changing your niche, if you're expanding your pie of where you're getting business from, if you're a new agent, you want to study this, right? Go to Grant and say, hey, what's the last trend, the last 30 or 60 days? Or go to Paige or Richard. They can pull this information for you. Why? Because like in markets like I showed you, for example, RPV, Pedro, and Torrance, just those three examples, right? I would go and find open houses to sit, because the buyers comes to you, and there's 80% chance, because that's the national statistics, that this buyer is going to work with you because you're the first agent that they met. Is that good or bad?
Great.
That's pretty awesome. You just have to sit those open houses, and you rather sit in an open house in a market that is trending fast. Make sense? So again, it's just if you understand the numbers, the science behind it, and you have access to it, then your time on task can be, you can get like a better return. You have to think like an investor, because your time is what you're investing really. Like we don't really sell anything. We're just selling our service, and that's time on task, right?
Yeah, and I think you're going to win over a good chunk of sellers and buyers during this time with numbers. When they see that you are the economist that's giving them the numbers and the data, a lot of sellers and buyers are going to gravitate towards you over the agents with the funny dances on social media. They were like, no, you know what, I mean, I love the dances, but I also like, I kind of like the agent that knows the average time on market.
Or you can do both.
Oh, you can do both. That's fair. You can definitely do both.
You can do both.
Why not? Yeah.
And again, you can get a copy of those. You can print those. Your MLS, recent, sold properties. Always, if you do all the open houses, always also show active inventory, like what's currently open. Be generous with information, because they already have that data anyways. So, yeah.
And I'll give one last suggestion too. If you want to do this on social media, I mean, we're going to send you these graphics. But I would do market updates like this on my social media once a month. If this was the formula that I learned, that I'll show you guys. It's a three-part formula.
Is this
three-part formula?
Figures you have to.
Yeah. Three-part formula. You go over the numbers just like Manny did. Number two, you point out one thing that kind of stands out. You're like, oh, but hey, look at this. I mean, 40 months of inventory or whatever, something kind of crazy. You point that out. And the third thing is you ask the question, or you just make a statement. Here's what I think this means. This might mean to you. for a seller buyer. So then now you're making it more personal, more direct towards your audience. So that's my 3-part formula if you're going to share this on social media, which I think you should. Or a newsletter, or email blast.
Or dance.
Or dance.
Yeah.
Do it all with the dance and it'll be even better.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks man. Let's give him a hand. All good stuff. And by the way, too, look at the average. Did you guys do the math on your average price point? 4 million by just kind of doing that. Alright, Dustin.
Man.
Come on up, Dustin. Let's give him a hand. Or Dustin, come on. We'll help you pass it up.
Thank you. Okay. So, I was going to share something a little bit different with you guys today. I had an agent reach out, a listing agent on behalf of a real estate agent partnership that I have, was asking about a DU, because the offer was made with a pre-approval letter, proof of credit scores, and proof of funds to source the EMD and the down payment, and they wanted to see a copy of the DU. And so, what was interesting is that a DU is on every single loan type, which means desktop underwriting, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a part of jumbo financing, meaning for jumbo financing there is no need for a DU. It's only for loan amounts that are beneath 1.249 million. And so I explained that to her. I was like, well, this is jumbo financing, so that wouldn't be needed. But what was it that you were looking for on the DUs, so that I could help answer any questions you might have? And she didn't know. And so that led me to kind of like guide her and talk with her about how she was really looking for a DU just to see that it was approved eligible by an underwriter. I was like, okay. So I wanted to share with you guys just a little couple of tips and techniques with the DUs, the handouts that you guys have. What is on the back side, the very last page, is a cheat sheet to everything I'm about to cover with you. But basically what I wanted to cover with, this morning is just a DU, by having one that says eligible by itself, doesn't mean very much at all. That's why I put garbage in means garbage out. I can make anyone in this room pass the DU without even talking to you. All I need is your name. So when I talk with their clients, I'm figuring out who they are, right? Learning about them, what their goals are, how much of a sales price that they've been looking at, how much of a down payment do they need, or do they have for a house, and then ultimately what is the payment that they're looking for, right? And I'm working with you as a team to help move them forward in the pre-approval process. And in that, I'm taking their information, right? I'm typing on my keyboard, I'm doing a 1003 application with them instead of making them do it online, just to create more of a personalized experience. And then from there, you've heard me say this phrase before, it's trust but verify. So Al's going to tell me that he makes $200,000 via W-2. That's fantastic, Al. Can you send me your 2025 and 2024 W-2s and 30 days worth of paycheck stubs so I can verify that? Or maybe Al is self-employed. Fantastic. Can I get 2 years of tax returns so that I can see what all the adjustments are for his net taxable income, right? So then I'm going to ground that his claim of $250,000 in income is true and correct, right? That's what being a job, that is the job of a loan officer. But what we do is a step further to streamline the process. How we're able to make your loans close in as soon as 7 to 10 days is by entering everything into what we call as a DU, so desktop underwriting. You all have the handouts, you don't need to see the small print up here. What we're looking at is just these circles on page 2, I think is what we'll start with. And so what this is like kind of like a cheat sheet, right? Like a roadmap for underwriters to follow. You are streamlining the process for efficiency and saving of time. And so what I wanted to point out with you guys this morning was a couple things that I think are really key in particular, and that once you have a DU for your listing and you're potentially going to show it to your seller for consideration of acceptance over other offers, there's some key things you want to look at. So everyone again goes to the very top and they just want to see, is it approved, is it eligible? And again, you guys, just by that standard in of itself, it is not good enough. What we want to look at is the submission date. So is this submission date within 60 days? Why 60? Technically it's 90. Well, if they're making an offer on your listing, it's going to be about 30, 21 days to close, right? So you want to make sure that it's within 60 days of when the offer was submitted. Most important thing that I've noticed that agents love to hear or learn, submission number. On this handout, it says 3. What that means is that if I was entering Al's information to get pre-approved, I didn't get an approval the first time I did it. I didn't get an approval the second time I did it either. I had to go back, work the math, make sure, one way or another we can make it work. It took me 3 times to get that done. If you guys ever see that number at 5 or greater, that's absolutely an eyebrow raiser, a red flag, in that either the loan officer likely didn't know what they were doing or doesn't know what they're doing, or they're just trying to jam it through to get the offer in, and then we'll deal with the rest later once we get an escrow, which could potentially lead to a fallout, right? So anything more than 5, you absolutely want to reach out to myself and my team for, what do we say, cross qualifications? Yeah, right?
But is 3 common? Is that okay?
3 is okay. I mean, yeah,
Do you get
could be
like
tweaks.
1?
Well, no, here's why 3 is okay. Is because that's related to this credit pool that we did. So someone could be submitting a couple of different offers, right? And every time we run a DU specific to an address, it's going to increase the submission number. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to jam it in.
Yeah.
I always try to think of this analogy. You guys know how fast I talk. You're fitting a round peg into a square hole. Did I say that right? Or square peg into a round hole?
Right.
Yeah.
One of those two.
I think round can fit into square.
Okay, right. So, other things that we're looking at is LTV. Okay, great. So 54%, that means that this client is putting down how much, you guys? 46%. Yes, good answer. What's the note rate? 6.99%. We want to make sure that it's in line with the market. So 6.99% is a little high, but that's okay. What I'm looking to see is that, does that rate say 4.99%? Because if it does, is 4.99% in existence right now? No. So that would affect a couple of other ratios for this person to qualify. Is the sales price correct? So your offer is at $1 million. This person has given you a DU at $750. That's a problem, right? And then is it a condo? Yes, in this case, the sample it is. So with a condo, are we wanting to make sure that the HOA dues were included in the DTIs, right? As far as debt to income ratios. And then, not to go over every single circle, because my time up here with you is brief, but on the 3rd page, value acceptance, not eligible. This is a key point because many times you can get an appraisal waiver on your listing or for your buyers. And so I can't tell you the matrix because I don't know it, but there is a matrix. There is a standard that is top secret and just hidden. We don't know the entire formula, but I do know one component. If the listing is less than $999,999, then you do have a probability, like a potential to get a appraisal waiver, which is super helpful. We have an escrow that opened up in Culver City for $850,000, and we're clear to close in exactly 7 days with inclusion of the weekend. And that was in part because we got an appraisal waiver, and that was one of the standout features for a listing agent to accept our offer over others. So that's something you guys are gonna wanna look at. And the only other thing I think I'd point out, besides going to everything by line, item by item, is one of my favorites that I always look at. Credit scores, the date of the credit report, but this right here, you'll see this in the handout, and it's of course itemized in the cheat sheet on the back. When we have assets, you guys are going to want to look at this, because if someone was to put just a flat $150,000 instead of this example, which shows $153,498.68, if it was a rounded figure of 150 grand, what do you guys think? Did the loan officer maybe just enter in 150,000 without having a bank statement to reference, right? When Al sent on all of his information, did he include assets? So we want to kind of smoke that out and see what that's about. Was the loan officer just being lazy, or did he or she not also get bank statements from the clients and just was relying on what they were verbally told? So all of these things, again, are meant to help you guys with this cheat sheet in the back, just to forecast for potential breakdowns before they become actual breakdowns. I shared with you guys in my closing statement, I think it was with you guys 2 weeks ago, that one of our highly valued accomplishments with our team is that we have a 100% close ratio on every single pre-approval that we've issued since 2010. That is a huge accomplishment. And one of the reasons why we're able to claim that is because we do go through all of this work with your buyers, and whenever you're asking us to do a cross qualification, these are also all the things that we're looking at. All meant to provide a smooth, easy, enjoyable experience where your offers can also be as competitive as cash. So, is there any questions you guys have about this at all? Yeah.
On the appraisal waiver, how do you know upfront if you can waive the appraisal?
I would. Yeah, I just need the address, right? So when we
on the address?
Well, yeah, because it's not just based solely on the. That's a great question. It's not solely based on the buyer. Of course, we need the subject property address too, right? And so once we get that, like if you were to call me and say, hey, I'm going to make an offer on behalf of Al, I keep using him as my example today, on Saturday at this address, I would need that address, right, to plug into the system to see if it's gonna work.
So you need to know before you write the offer if it's there, or is it like a probability?
I would need to, no, you can make the offer without it, right? I would actually say that 7 out of 10 times you're making offers with a TBD address because you're showing your clients multiple homes or maybe you're making multiple offers.
No.
But if you're making an offer
like that house,
on a specific address, yes, to your point, you give us that address, we'll plug it into the DU and we will see if we got an appraisal waiver
Okay.
to help your offer stand out. Absolutely, great question.
Is it more likely that it's gonna be appraisal waiver for a condo townhome versus a single family?
Remember, the only key characteristic that I could tell you is absolute certainty is if the listing price is $999,999 or less, then you have a chance. If it's over that, if it's $1 million, $1, never gonna happen.
And then also the buyer putting down, right?
Right, how much is the buyer putting down? So in this case, the buyer was putting down 46%, so the more money that we're putting down, the better. Are you gonna get an appraisal waiver for FHA? You can. It depends on a few other characteristics, right? What's the listing price of the house versus what is the area doing as far as like how well is property values climbing and things like that. There are so many things in the algorithm that I just don't even know. It's top secret information, but I do know that one number, 999, and it can work for VA, it can work for FHA, and it can work for conventional financing.
They would do an appraisal waiver on a VA loan?
Yeah, it's possible. Not likely.
I was gonna say.
Why?
It's a little odd,
Because someone doing VA is usually doing what with financing?
With no money down, yeah.
100% financing, right? So that's more risk. Yeah, but great questions, Lee. Anyone else? Okay, you guys, well, you know how I close out. I'm always as far away from you as you are away from your phone with any questions anytime, okay?
Great stuff, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we learned that. I think I learned at least 3 new things about DUs that I didn't know before, and I thought I knew a lot about it. So that was really good stuff. All right, we want to thank our sponsor. I want to make this ASAP Moving, ASAP Moving. They can explain it, but let's thank them for they provided our breakfast. And they're going to come and give our presentation. Just hit the right click.
Hi, good morning everyone.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my name is Abel. I'm operation manager of the ASAP Moving Services. Our business representative had an emergency situation and then couldn't make it today. But I'm here.
You had to be somewhere ASAP.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I just want to explain a little bit about our company. So we're based in Los Angeles and Orange County. We have 2 bases, one in Los Angeles and one in Orange County. And we do all the commercial, residential, long distance moves, and
Long distance to where?
from California to anywhere, to any state, to any other state.
To Michigan?
Yes, Michigan is included. And yeah, so now we're focusing on the value of our service and then the consistency. And we've moved about 5,000 houses, and then we have 5 years of experience. And right now we're stopping to pay any advertisement for the Yelp or Google, because in our industry it's the biggest problem, because all the moving companies needs to pay for the advertisement, and then they have low hourly rates, and then but a lot of hidden fees. We are focusing on flat rate prices for our clients. It's very convenient for us and for our clients too, to know everything upfront. Yeah, so it's services what we provide for our customers. Any residential services, and then here's our reviews. We have 500 plus 5-star reviews.
With a family?
Yes, it's a family-owned business. And then here is the areas. So we serve Los Angeles County and Orange County. And here is our redeem coupon for your clients. We provide especially a discount up to $250. It's only you can just scan the QR code, and then we'll send you all the information, the link forms. yeah, which you can provide to your customers. So yeah, so we can help to your customers, for example, with a trusted mover, because it's very stressful for our clients when they're like buying new houses.
So how far in advance should they reach out to you?
So we can do like in the last minute too.
Okay.
We have about 20 movers and then the 8 trucks. We have 4 trucks in Los Angeles and 4 trucks in Orange County. So basically, yeah, we can handle like a last minute moves too.
Does someone come to your house if you know, give you a consultation where they look at and see what they're gonna be?
Sure.
Yeah, is that how the flat fee works?
Yes,
You
we
look
can
at
do
it.
like a FaceTime calls, or we can come in a person to take a look and then give a flat rate. Here is our information.
Perfect.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Any questions for ASAP? Betty?
Do you have a minimum,
Yes,
hours?
yes, we do have like a 3-hour minimum requirement for minimum for 2 movers and 1 large truck.
I've never seen a house move less than 2 hours.
Well, sometimes you have one item.
So what's your fee? Like you say it's a flat fee, so first you say how much per hour?
It depends on the, for example, we have business days and then the weekends. For example, in the business days, for 2 movers, it's going to be $120 an hour. And then the truck, for example, packing materials are included. So we can wrap the furniture, protect the furniture, disassemble, reassemble. We can also have a good experience of the handling, like heavy, like big items, as such as like the pianos, because not all moving companies can handle the pianos. It's very heavy, and then it's very like expensive. And then we can also move like a big, large safes. Yeah.
So, question back there for Josh.
I had a property in Redondo and they needed to remove a glass table from the balcony, and they said that they had to get like a crane or something, or a small crane or something to remove it from the balcony. Do you guys have things like that, or no? Is that more specialized?
It's a specialized, yeah. We can, yeah, you can just fill out the form on our website and then we can take a look. I think, yeah, we can have it.
And can you move, let's say if a smaller job had to relocate like a washer and dryer, can you do that?
Yes, of course.
And what is the fee for just remove washer?
It depends on the distance. If you know the distance, for example, if it's less than 10 miles, it's like only about like $300 or $250. And if it's like more than 10 miles, it's going to be a little bit more.
Betty?
Did you say 120 for 2 people?
Yes.
Do you charge for a truck or?
No.
So 100?
Yes, $120.
And then 3 hours minimum?
3 hours minimum, that's correct.
Okay.
So is there included tips?
No, tips is like not required.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tips.
Appreciated.
Yeah, it's appreciated, it's
I
not
mean,
required.
what the percentage is 3 hours?
What's standard for tipping movers?
It depends on the people. For example, usually it's around like 10 to 20% of the bill.
Okay.
But it's not required.
I know, yeah.
Good guideline. All right. Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to go through some upcoming events, and I want to talk a little bit about Real Brokerage and Remax. Momentum Mondays, you guys know about this. Right after the meeting today, in about 10 minutes, we're going to do, I'm going to go through a 30-minute offers and negotiations class. It's going to be a good one today. Don't miss it. Broker Caravan with Dustin. This is going to be next week. It's a whole lot of fun. You need to RSVP because we only have a limited number of spots, but we get to drive around in the van and go visit different broker tours. Red Day. Save the date, guys. May 14th. 10 a.m. It's going to be at White Point Nature Preserve. You need to sign up. We have t-shirts available. We want everybody to have a red t-shirt, and we're gonna make them for you, and you can order them through us. It's gonna be a great one. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have lunch afterwards. There's gonna be like a picnic area. Red Day is one of the days I really look forward to all year, so don't miss this one. We don't want you to do any, like, we're shutting down business for the day. One day out of the year, just be better at your calendar, you'll be able to do it. Trust me. And we're gonna serve our community. Comedy night. It's gonna be in Hermosa Beach, June 18th, for KW Cares. John just walked in. John, can you tell us a little bit more about this?
If you guys haven't been to the Comedy Magic Club before,
Yes, beautiful.
it's amazing. It's super fun. I think they do 10 comics for like, I don't know, like an hour and a half or so. Tickets are going to be how much?
$25.
$25.
$25.
For KW Cares.
So.
How much?
$25.
Is that dinner included?
It is not, because that's how they make their money.
You have to order two items. Two items.
Oh, there's like a 2-item minimum, right? You have to order something there when
And the
you're
food
there.
is really good.
And the food is really good.
Yeah.
It's a nice night.
It's a nice night. And I promised I was gonna tell a joke every time the slide comes up. So on the way here this morning, I was driving down PV Drive and I was robbed. These robbers jumped into my car, took everything I had, couldn't believe it. It was like Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you very much. Yes.
I just want to make sure, 25 is to.
Yes, to get inside, and then that goes towards KW Cares.
No, but do we have to buy ticket or that's?
That's it. That's your ticket. It's a fundraising night, so your ticket goes to KW Cares.
How can you make money?
They make money on their $50 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was just invited $175 for a fundraiser.
Wow.
For KW, I mean, for the city.
If you'd like to pay $175, you can, because that all goes to KW Cares. We don't keep $1 of it. Yeah.
Okay, so then it's food, that's where, yeah, the food is.
Yeah, you have to buy.
Yeah, you have to buy the food. I feel like you guys just want another joke.
No.
All right, dialogue practice. You guys know about this. AI and KW Command. Not going to be next week, right? But the week after, because then next week will be out.
Yeah, next week.
And it's been great. So don't forget to join Grant on those. We have a new command, right? Paige, can you tell us something about it?
It's command classes.
Command classes
Yeah.
that the region is putting on. We're gonna put these out in emails as well, so don't miss this. It's gonna be really good. Ignite After Dark, of course, this is still happening. And before we go, yes.
I was stuck on PV Drive like a lot of us were.
Yeah.
So
I heard.
I missed the coming soons because we have a couple leases.
Oh yeah, let's do that. We did go through that.
In case anybody has any good looking, they're both in Palos, Verdes, so.
What are you looking
You
for?
gotta go to that page.
My thumb is cramping.
Do you need something or do you have something?
I have some.
Okay, so tell us about these.
Oh, okay, that's Nielsen. We already have an offer, so it just was listed over the weekend. We did some light rehab on the property, huge lot, nice big backyard, big home. I think we already have offers over $1 million on that.
Ooh, nice, congrats.
Yeah. And then the other ones aren't up yet. So Karen has a lease in PV Estates behind the gates, $11,000 a month. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, living room, family room, pool, spa, barbecue island, Queen's Necklace and City Lights views. That's a beautiful home. And then I have one coming up in RPD and Cartier. It has ocean views also. It has views of Catalina, totally remodeled, beautiful kitchen, 8 floors, the bathrooms are remodeled. It's just a beautiful home, and that's going to be $9,700 a month. That's 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. And I think
And then could you-
I'm going to have also a single family coming up probably sometime next week in San Pedro, which has some ocean views, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, and we're probably going to list it right around like 1.1 million. Up from Paseo de Mar. On Roxbury, right next to the Greenville.
All right.
I think it'll sell.
John, you have your hand
I
up?
have a lease in Harbor City. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, or 2.5 bath townhome. big garage, laundry included, and it's $31.50 a month.
Okay. And Lee, you may have to talk to Heather after because I see she was typing away as fast as she could.
Yeah, it might be helpful to put an email out that way.
Yeah, that's what she was typing away for, and then so if you
Give
could,
the addresses and everything.
I could tell she was trying to get everything. Maybe you might want to, in case you missed anything. Or anything else?
Is it Rolling Hills or PV Estates? Because you said behind the gates.
Oh, and that one is PV Estates. Karen said it's in a gated community, I don't know, but it has a Queen's Necklace view.
PV Estate.
Yeah, they don't have a
Where
gate.
is it?
It's Rolling
She
Hills.
said it was gated, so I don't know, I haven't been to the house.
All right.
Maybe the gate at the house.
I forgot the street. I'll get all the info and give it to Heather so she can send out an email.
All right, so we're going to talk about this new partnership, Real and Remax, sitting on the tree, KISSING, cloud brokerage, your traditional franchise model. If you guys haven't heard yet, Real acquired Remax for almost $1 billion. Has anybody not heard? And
It's almost
okay if you have.
880.
Almost $1 billion, yeah, 880
Oh,
million.
million, not billion.
Yeah, almost $1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah, just shy of $1 billion. So what does this mean? Well, a lot of, I posted some social media on this. A lot of the move that the experts are saying is it was really tech. Here they have locations. I say credibility, and a real agent got really offended saying real doesn't need credibility. So fine, I'm not here to piss anybody off. Locations and reputation, because they've been around a lot longer. But this is a big move. Now 188,000 agents. Probably second to, Compass earlier, or late last year did the same thing. They acquired, Anywhere, which is, Century 21, Sotheby's, and all those guys. But now we have this, two very different brokerage models. And I want to share this with you guys. It's something to kind of think about. Because a lot of things are going to be swirling around. Here are my thoughts on it. It's interesting because Real created this brokerage model because they said this doesn't work. You guys follow me? They actually said, ha ha ha, you guys are losers. Oh, I'm putting words in their mouth. But they're saying, look at all this money that you're spending on locations. We're just all in the cloud. We don't need it. Well, these guys woke up yesterday morning now being owned by the ones that were making fun of them. And what they did is they said, hey, we would love to make fun of you, but actually can you help us as well? Because now they have 145,000 agents compared to their 33,000 agents. So Real just fast forwarded their growth by probably about 10 years is what they saved by acquiring all those agents. So, okay, great. These things are all nice, but what are you thinking if you're an agent at Remax? Well, you know what? If you were crazy about this cloud brokerage model,
you would have gone there.
You would have gone there already. We know that. If you wanted the locations and all this stuff, you would have. You're kind of putting your foot in your mouth, saying, "Oh, I guess the cloud thing maybe doesn't work so much." Also, too, I think they're looking at Remax as the more global reach that Remax may have, and that's kind of really what I meant by credibility. They have global credibility because they have the big hot air balloon. What are your thoughts on this? Real and Remax, does this benefit the agent? Does it benefit the stockholders? Does it benefit who? Anybody? Any thoughts?
Well, are they acquiring the locations or just the...
Yeah, so what they're saying is Remax is still going to operate as Remax. You guys keep your locations, keep all that. But here's a question that an agent brought up to me yesterday. Well, why do they do it? Well, a lot of times with these kind of mergers, they're actually cutting and trimming, not growing. It looks like they're growing, but they're actually trimming. Here's what I mean. Can there be two CEOs?
No.
Can there be two CFOs? Maybe. I've seen it work, but more than likely not. What we're already seeing with the Compass merger, they're already going to start removing and cutting expenses with leadership. Oh, we don't need all these Century 21 branch managers anymore. We don't need all these Sotheby's branch managers anymore. We're seeing a lot of that. What I see is with this cloud model, they are going to probably cut a lot of locations, but still use some locations for like the global reach. But more than anything, I think for me, it's the growth and then the global, the international thing. Well, I mean, we are KW. One thing I'm proud of with KW versus Compass and Real and Remax is we grew, they're about 188,000 agents now. We grew to about 180 agents organically. No acquiring anybody. Actually, the rumor, people were spreading rumors that KW was going to buy Remax. KW came out and said that was the craziest rumor. Like we've never like even thought about it or considered it. I was one of the ones spreading that rumor. But I mean, I'm pretty glad that we didn't. And here's what I think too. Look, I mean, yeah, okay, fine. Compass agents, Remax agents, Real agents, they're gonna definitely come to you and say, "Oh, we're bigger than you guys now. We have more located, we have more this, more that, and everything." I don't know if a seller's ever really cared about that. I don't know if a buyer has really cared about that either. I mean, you can. I think for the agents, they kind of have a cool factor. Like we're the cool kids club. Now we just, our parents made me be friends with the guy that was bullying me. And now you have to invite him over for dinner, kind of thing, relationship. But all that, I think if we stay true to who we are as a company, what our identity is as a company, that's going to show up in your business. And one thing I think that KW is very unique and sets us apart from everything else. Okay, fine. They have tech, they have all this stuff. I haven't heard from any other company more than KW, agents standing up and saying, KW has changed my life. Like I really have heard that through any events that I've been to. KW has really changed my life. It's changed my family, the trajectory of my kids and my wealth. And I think that's just such a special thing. It's not just about let's just acquire everybody that we can, but it's really going to always be agent focused, not stockholder focused, not CEO focused, not CFO focused, not any of these other things focused. Always, always, always agent focused. So I wanted to just bring this up, maybe answer questions about this whole thing, share with you what my thoughts are. Yes?
So you said Remax is going to keep their name?
That's what they're saying. But a lot of times with these acquiring, mergers, they always say that. And a lot of times it doesn't happen.
I read that they were going to have to change when it closes.
Oh yeah, well here's the thing, a lot of these Remaxes are on franchise agreements too, so what happens with the franchise?
Yeah, because Simoniani just bought the Remax.
Yeah.
They should change it.
So I wonder what, how that happened.
Yes, Al?
I just want to remind everyone in this room that this is an opportunity for you to benefit financially because our company is a profit-sharing company. Now, we have it back in the closet back there. This office alone has shared over $1 million back to you agents in something called profit sharing. It's not commission, it's called profit sharing. So the office shares the profits with you. $1 million in the 15 years, 20 years that we're open. 50, 60,000 a year went back to the agents in profit sharing. You receive that for the rest of your life. You will it to your children. So I want you to be aware of that because profit sharing is a big deal. If the office makes money, it shares so much profit. So you just may want to identify some of those agents in Remax or Real, whoever they are, and let them know that they may want to talk to us because we have a component called profit share. We not only make commission in our left pocket, but in our right pocket we make profit share. And I mean, I ran a class on this for many, many years where you have to recommend someone to the office anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world, and they name you as their sponsor, the reason for you coming to Keller Williams. They go in your downline, your family tree, I'll call it.
Yeah.
So you just may want to keep that in mind. Richard's probably going to run a class, whatever, but the offices haven't been hugely profitable, but we have a history over $1 million went out to the agents in profit share. So keep that in mind. If you know a RE/MAX person, say, you may want to come and talk to us. We have something else. I don't know much about this profit share, but we have it. So you not only make commission, you make profit share.
Yeah. And I'll just end with one last thing. Is Real just basically eliminated 145,000 potential agents that real agents can put in their downline. I thought that's pretty interesting. All right. Okay. Hey, thanks, guys. We went a few minutes over. I want to respect your guys' time, but appreciate you guys willing to stay a little bit longer. And where's my phone? Let's take a quick selfie, guys. Quick selfie, and then we're gonna go right into my my class here. All right, everybody, look up here. Look up here. Can I get it? 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. We're gonna get right into it right away. Let's just switch to Zoom.